is a good one. Welcome to the. We're already cracking ourselves up here. I think Michael was a little sick there on that one. Mike, take care, big. We're here at Carolina Sports Radio, guys. We're back. I already tell you this is going to be a good one. We went a marathon episode last time, and I think it was our alter egos might have took over.
No, just a little bit.
But there might have been some, I don't know, some liquid encouragement going on during that time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
But yeah, we're back, guys. Here it is, episode. We ready, guys?
Oh yeah,
7.
Yeah,
7. So again, I'm Doug.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Justin.
And we got Tech Guy.
Tech Guy.
The mystery manager is working on some other things. We'll be back, or maybe join us before we end. But yeah, we're back. Episode 7, man.
We're flying through it, aren't we?
Wow,
Getting it.
7 heaven. So we're in. But yeah, we're back. We got a lot again to talk about this week. We were kind of struggling at one point. We were like, yeah, what are we going to talk about? Because it's kind of, like with the Hornets and the Canes, it's been kind of quiet. But we kind of dug up some things, and we got the 53-man rosters for NFL were finalized today at 4 o'clock. We're going to really hit up on that. So we got a good lineup here. We're going to go ahead and get going. So we're going to start out, speaking of the Canes, we're going to start out with the Canes. Stephen, go ahead and go away with that.
All right. Well, we locked up Svechnikov. If I said that right?
Svez.
We locked him up 8 years, $7.75 million. So, good young player. To kind of bolster up our roster, we had to re-sign him. Him and Aho are probably our foundation for that team going on now. And we did send an offer sheet to
and this was the story of the internet, man. It was classic. And a bunch of jerks. Thank you, Canes. But we sent an offer sheet to Montreal.
Yep.
And the story behind this, real quickly, guys, was about 2 years ago. They did the same thing to us.
So
with Fez.
Fuck your team.
So what goes around comes around, because offer sheets in hockey are very rare. But the Canes, being the jerks that they are, and we love them, did this. So they sent an offer sheet to Montreal for Tech Guy. We need you to cue up the name. Here we go.
Jesperi Kotkaniemi.
Yeah, that guy.
Yes. Did you hear that? Siri sounded a little wasted.
No, that was the mysterious Tech Guy. If anybody didn't know, that was his actual real voice. So hey, shout out to Tech Guy.
But yeah, they sent the I think it was like a $6 million offer sheet.
Yeah.
And they have to match it, and it's crazy.
What kind of signing bonus did you have? Did you guys see the signing bonus? A whopping $20.
$20. And I thought that was hilarious.
That knocked my socks off. I was laughing my ass off when I saw that.
But on Twitter, it was so funny. There were some people that were running with the bunch of jerks thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is funny, but they shouldn't have did that. I thought it was funny as hell.
But just going back to that sign-on bonus, that $20, you can make like a $1,000 signing on to McDonald's. So I'm just saying, like, you can make more money on the signing bonus to go work at McDonald's.
Just getting back at them.
Yeah.
So you as a Canes fan, and they are friends of the show.
Yeah.
We're big Canes. Lake Norman Caniacs were members of that group too.
Yep.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Talking about being petty. Well, yeah, we're gonna be petty. You damn right. So that's basically hockey news we have for now. Real quickly, Stephen, we talked about the schedule coming up. What you got again?
So we got preseason starts September 28th versus the Lightning. So we get to hit that buzzsaw.
Two-time defending.
Yeah. So just go ahead and get the tough ones out first. Regular season starts October 14th versus the Islanders. So I think they made the playoffs last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they're still a playoff team. So I like to see that competition early to see how we're stacking up. So excited for the hockey season.
And both openers are at PNC.
Yeah. Yep. Both in Raleigh.
Yep. So looking forward to that. The Canes wrapping up. I think they said this is the last. I think they said this is the last month without hockey, because today's the last day of September or August. So hockey getting ready to kick back up. So again, looking forward to that. Hopefully the Canes had a lot of moves, guys. We hardly could keep up with them. But yeah, it's gonna be a complete different looking team, but still be competitive, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we're still a playoff team, honestly.
I think we will be.
Yeah, I think we will be. I just don't know enough about hockey players for the guys that we picked up.
Right.
I don't know anything about them. So
And we got a bunch of rookies coming in too, all those draft picks.
right.
Yeah, and we don't profess on this podcast to be hockey gurus. I would say we're probably we're I'm not gonna say casual fans. We're rabid about it, but we're definitely not as into the hockey. Picking up on the players and knowing the players around the league as much. And plus, with COVID, we had to play within our division last year and didn't really play around the league as much. It's hard to kind of get focused on some of the other players. So, all right, so that's our Canes news. So now we're going to switch, right, guys? We're going to switch to Major League Baseball.
Oh yeah,
and we'll be brief on this. It's really been kind of quiet.
yeah. We're exiting the dog days of summer right now. When
we got a month left in the regular season.
Exactly. We know we got football starting up.
Yep.
So I mean, there's not a whole lot of news going with baseball right now. There's the trade deadline's passed.
Right.
So
pennant races, and I think a couple things. I don't know if you guys saw this. Where a couple of the Mets players were booing the fans.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, they were booing Javi.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he ended up winning that game for them.
Yeah. So I think the big thing was I think he maybe hit a walk off or did something, and then he put his thumb down towards the fans. Like, you're gonna boo us when we do something bad. We're gonna boo y'all for being bad fans.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
And the GM came out and was like, y'all ain't doing that.
You gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll say this, and I know there's probably some Mets fans out there that friends our show.
Fuck your team.
Fuck the Mets. Fuck the Mets. All right, so that's all I'll say about that. Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead with standings.
Yeah. I mean, Tampa's still leading up there. Fuck the Yankees. Tech guy. Sorry about that.
They swept us.
Yeah, they did. They really did. The White Sox are still leading. Houston's still leading.
Trash can?
Trash can.
Hey, breaking news. Atlanta is leading their division.
Yeah. What, 3.5 games, yeah?
Atlanta's been playing ball, man. They've been playing ball.
Yeah, we really have. Dougie, we talked about your Cardinals there for a little bit on the conference call. Where are they at?
Right now, you can't lose, 2 games to the Pirates and be in a pennant race, but they did. But beat the Reds last night, who are right in front of us for the second place in the division and second wild card.
Yeah.
I believe we're 2.5 out of the second wild card. It may be 3.5, but playing the Reds again today and tomorrow, big series for us. But our schedule in September is a gauntlet, so it's going to be tough. But these 2 guys keep getting on me saying it's going to happen, and I appreciate that. They're just doing that because they don't want my guys in.
Yeah, reverse psychology.
Yeah, I do not want to play the Cardinals at all.
But I'm a Cardinal fan through to the end, so hopefully we can sneak in. I don't know we can do anything, but sneaking in would be a definite accomplishment for this bunch.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are 2.5 games back, right behind the Padres and the Reds. Yep. You're not catching the Dodgers. They're 12.5, so which we got a series against them. We lost last night. They were hitting homers off us left and right. And we did come back though.
And the Braves took 2 out of 3 from the Giants.
2 out of 3 out of the Giants.
And we all 3 had respect for the Giants are playing ball.
They have the best record in baseball right now.
And we're all like, how?
Yeah.
Nobody expected that.
Right.
So you got to have respect for that.
And the Dodgers are only a game and a half back from the Giants. So.
Right. Yeah, so we got a tough series.
Loaded.
Yeah, tough series going on with us.
West is loaded.
But we had some big news with the Cardinals too. I think Yachty did.
My man Yachty.
Yeah, Yachty announced his retirement next year. So good send off. What a great career for that guy. He's been a beast ever since he came into the league. I mean, he's been so good.
And the other shout out this week for Cardinals. I know I'm in the minority here. Probably there are actually some Cardinal fans in North Carolina. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I've met a couple.
Wayno turned 40 this week, and Wainwright has been probably our ace this year. And we got him from the Braves, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And he you got to give a little respect for the guy. He's an elder statesman like I am, and he's 40 years old, and he's like tied with the most complete games in the National League this year.
Yeah.
I mean he's pitching well, man. So shout out to the old guy, man. Hey, Wayno, keep going as long as you can, big guy.
And you don't see complete games a lot more, a lot in that baseball anymore. Growing up,
Well, that's because our bullpen sucks.
but I mean, you don't see complete games too much in baseball anymore. Growing up, mid 2000s, you saw them a lot. That was a big thing. Complete game shutout. I think Max Fried had one. I think last week, since our bullpen's been kind of hurting, he played the whole game. So, shout out to Wainwright, man.
Yep.
I mean, he's keep balling out even at an old age.
Yeah. Keep going, Wayno.
And if we're going to talk about shutouts, we have 15. The Braves do, and that's tied for the most in the league as well.
Let's go
as a team. So
That's pretty sweet. Y'all must have played the Braves or the Cardinals 15 times.
Fuck yeah, man. We'll take it.
So y'all have
We
kicked
would've
our,
lost
y'all
all
have
those, though.
y'all have kicked our butts this year, no doubt. So
Hey, it's not playoffs, so
Yeah,
Don't worry about that
yeah,
one.
we hit the playoffs, and you guys just turned into a whole different monster.
yeah.
It's like you got Jordan's juice and Space Jam. They're like, bro, let's
man,
go. You know
I
what I mean?
just-
What the fuck?
I hope I love you guys, your optimism, but
No, we just know our bad luck.
we'll see what happens.
We
That's
just-
all I'll say. I'll point to the Cardinals over here in the corner behind Steve, and
Don't
look,
point
it's
to
right,
that.
it's right over your shoulder.
No, I don't want to
Don't
look
look
at
at
it. I'm
it.
not looking at it. I don't want to look at that.
Bad juju.
So
I don't
hey,
wanna do
go
that.
Cards. Hey, at least keep me cussing until the end of the season, which you normally do.
And I'm going to shout this out too. Just a fun fact of the show with the Braves. Albies needs now 2 more home runs to make the Braves just a second team in Major League history to have at least 25 homers from each member of the infield. The last team to do that was the 2008 Marlins. So hey, shout out! We might be making history soon.
We're making a lot of history this year.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Braves Yankee game with the streaks and everything, and now this we're playing pretty good. I didn't have this much hope for us at the beginning of the year because we
No.
were kind of on a downslope and we were getting injuries and stuff like that. But we're bringing it back.
They really brought it back after the Acuna injury. I thought after Acuna got hurt, I was like, well, here it is. There it is. You
And
know
that's
what
what
I
I was
mean?
going to say. I mean, the Braves have had some injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, all teams have injuries, but I think the Braves have had some injuries. But to be playing and be where they're at right now, you two guys are Braves fans, and you just said it. You're kind of surprised that
Yeah.
they're where they're at. So
Well, kudos to the front office for making those trades.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got Duvall back, we got Soler back, or we got Soler, but they've been going off for us.
Yeah,
Like-
and Jock Peterson, he made a hell of a catch to end the game against
Yeah.
the Giants too.
Former
So
Cub.
yeah, I'll take it. And Soler, I mean, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I think it's Soler.
I think it's Soler.
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 He's been balling out since he came to us.
Yeah.
I mean, and Duvall, I don't know why we let that guy walk. I know it was between Ozuna and Duvall, and we
Yeah.
decided to keep Ozuna. His shit popped up,
Yeah.
but whatever. But I don't think they're gonna let Duvall walk again. I think
No.
he's gonna be on the team from now on.
Well, the other thing about the Braves, I mean, you had the Zuna thing happen too.
Yeah.
And that was unexpected.
It was.
Former Cardinal, so I got respect for him. But that situation with him was pretty nasty.
No respect for what he did.
Yeah, it was crazy, and apparently did it right in front of the police officers.
Yep.
So I mean, come on, man. So all right, Major League Baseball, where we at? We good? Anything else on Major League Baseball?
No, I think we're good.
Mike Trout.
Talk about that, Justin.
go.
That's right. We talked about that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an injury. I just saw it real quickly. I think I swiped on it pretty quick, but I just saw Mike Trout is possibly done for the year. I don't know if they're just holding him out because of precautions or if he's actually hurt, but he could possibly be done for the year.
And it could be a thing too. They're not really fighting for playoffs. They're not a playoff team. They're paying him a shit ton of money.
Right.
They just might be precautionary. Like, what's the sense if you go out there maybe tearing your ACL or something like that for a lost season? Kind of like we did with McCaffrey.
Yeah.
McCaffrey was ready to go at the end of last year. What the hell was the point of him getting out there
Shut
and
him
getting
down.
hurt? Yeah, shut it down. Shut it down.
Oh, and we didn't announce this, and we'll do this. We can do this later. But speaking of McCaffrey, which reminded me, we can save it. But Bridgewater was announced that he's going to be the starter in Denver.
Yeah.
You guys did see that. So
Good luck,
Denver.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Well, I have Sutton as one of my receivers, so just target Sutton, Bridgewater.
There you go.
He'll put up a lot of yards.
I mean,
but he won't score.
that's the biggest
Red
thing.
zone. We know about that.
So, I mean, we had 2,000-yard receivers
Right.
Yeah.
last year, so
And Denver definitely don't got a running back. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to have some big news on cuts later on in the Panthers in the NFL segment.
Yeah.
And I'll allude to a little bit of that about Denver as well too. So, all right, we'll move on to college football. Is that where we're going, guys?
It's back, guys.
Hey, you had 0 week last week. There were a couple of games, but this is really opening week. And the thing about we talked about this before, and we always love the exposure that the city gets. We want the Carolinas and Charlotte to get the exposure, and college football around here is huge. We've got so many teams within so many driving distances around here, North and South Carolina. But this week is going to be really cool. we have like 3 major football games that are going to be in the Charlotte area in like 3 days.
Right.
So you got, App and East Carolina Thursday night at Bofa.
Yeah.
Then Friday night you got, Duke and UNCC out at UNCC's campus, and then turn right around Saturday and you got a national game with Georgia and Clemson.
That's going to be a good game too.
That is so many college football fans, rolling into the city within a 3-day span. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So let's talk a little bit about college football.
Yeah, so we got we got App State versus ECU, just like Dougie was just saying. App is favored by 10.5, but just because they're favored doesn't mean they're going to win. That's why they play the game.
Exactly.
App State beat Michigan in the Big House, all those years ago, and no one would have believed that. No. So ECU could pull up the upset. I know we have a friend of the show that goes to ECU, so shout him out, Austin. Appreciate you, shouting us out. And
Shay has
ECU
ties.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that. I forgot about that one. But
I won't mention. I know I have some people who go to App or not go to App, but I'll say this real quickly. Friends of the show, look, we support all Carolina sports. We've said that 100 times, but I can't help sometimes with my loyalties. I am in no way, shape, or form an App or East Carolina fan. So, good luck to both teams. I hope you both lose.
I pull for App personally. I've always loved App. Justin, you grew up right there, by it, so I'm sure you have some loyalties a little bit to them.
Yeah.
So I've always loved App, especially after that big upset like I was talking about.
App is, all kidding aside, App's did a hell of a job building their program.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of kids come out in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
We had Armani Edwards.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
And App fans will understand why I said what I said. It's a friendly rival. It's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I went up there a couple of years ago when we played up there, and it was a hell of a game. It was a back and forth game. And, the fans up there treated us well.
Yeah.
They really did. Friendly rivalry. When I say that, of course, we're just cutting up. Again, if we all pull for the same team, it wouldn't be fun.
Right.
Hey, that'd be boring as hell. Hey, you like that team? Yeah, I like the team.
Sweet. I'm an alumnus, so I have to support my school. So,
so the next one is a big one for us is Carolina.
Yeah.
We're all, I know you're alum
and
for
we're
Charlotte.
all Carolina fans. I grew up a Carolina fan. I support both schools. And I know there's a lot of UNCC fans that are listening to this. Y'all Charlotte fans that are listening right now. And they're like, I can't believe Doug likes Carolina too. Look, I grew up a Tar Heel fan. I graduated from UNC Charlotte. So,
yeah.
Okay, I'm still a Tar Heel fan. When Charlotte plays the Tar Heels, that's the only time I ever pull against Tar Heels.
Right.
And that's because that's my school.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a bigger win for Charlotte in most of those sports.
Yeah.
So all you guys that want to hate on Carolina and call them, cheater heel, all that stuff, you know what? Shut up. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't pull for them. I pull for both. You don't like it. I don't care.
Yep. I agree. But UNC opens up at number 10 in the preseason polls, AP polls, which is probably the highest we've been in a long time.
Yeah.
A very long time. We're going up to Virginia Tech to play the Hokies. Tough place to play.
Always tough.
We're favored by 5.5 points, but like I said earlier, just because you're favored, that don't mean you're going to win.
And Carolina hadn't had good history up there.
No.
I remember one year we lost in like 6 overtimes.
Yeah.
So it's a tough. Blacksburg is a tough place to play.
Mm-hmm.
So 5.5.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of points.
But when you have Sam Howell at quarterback, I feel like we could beat any team.
Yep.
He's a preseason All ACC Player of the Year. He's in the contention for Heisman possibly. So shout out to Sam Howell, local kid. So love to see him get that win, first win, definitely.
I'm interested to see the weapons he has around him because he lost a lot.
Oh yeah.
Daz Newsome.
And by the way, he got waived today.
Daz did?
Daz got waived in Chicago, but they're hoping he can come back on
the
the
practice squad.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I wanted to mention that when we talked about this. So.
Their 2 best receivers, their 2 best running backs, they're gone. So I'm interested to see what he can do with the new group coming in.
Yeah, and lost 2 hell of a running backs.
Yeah.
But I think they reloaded with some running backs. So
good call on that, Justin, because losing your 2 starting receivers and then your 2 starting running backs. To see how he bounced back from that.
Chemistry too.
Yeah.
If he can win a Heisman with that,
right.
He's, he might have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Carolina, what I've seen mostly in the off season about this opener is a lot of the so-called guys experts are saying, this could be a game that Carolina drops.
Yeah.
But one guy, I can't remember who it was that said it, but people out there probably know, but he had made a comment. He thought if you're going to get the Heels, you need to get them early because they're going to be probably a lot better as the season goes on. So, it's going to be that's a tough opener, guys. That's a tough opener for any team.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully the Heels can pull it out. And no offense to Virginia Tech guys maybe listening, but we all are Carolina fans. So hopefully, we're going to be pulling for Carolina.
Yeah, we're not the Virginia sports radio. We are the Carolina
even though they're
sports
our
radio.
neighbors.
Yeah,
but
you can stay up there.
Fuck your team.
That's exactly.
Fuck your state.
So yeah, we're hoping the Heels. I don't even care about covering. I just win the ball game.
Right. But good call on the weapons thing. Didn't even think about that.
And it is. That's a good call.
Very good call. And then we got Clemson versus Georgia, that national televised game.
I mean, that in Charlotte, that is. I mean, guys, that's huge. I mean, that's going to be a marquee game. Clemson, this will be the first year that they're going to be coming out on the field without Trevor Lawrence. So we've got a new quarterback in. They're loaded. I mean, let's just be honest. Clemson's always loaded. Georgia's always good.
Yeah.
Georgia, SEC. So, what was the line, 3?
Yeah, it's Clemson by 3. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Y'all may disagree with me. It wouldn't surprise me if Georgia wins. But hoping Clemson does win.
Yeah, I know we're Carolina Sports Radio, but I'd rather Georgia win because I'm tired of Clemson.
Dude, like anytime I see Alabama or Clemson, I'm like, please lose. Like
it's like that sports thing. Like when you get tired of the same teams every time because it's not your team, and then every time it's just annoying.
You mean kind of like ABCers are with Carolina?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
like college basketball, I finally get that feeling like, well, fuck Carolina, they're always in it. But you know what? If you can't be it, but it's the same thing.
I mean, let me go on record. I'm not saying Georgia's going to win. I said it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
And and you want to see Clemson win because they're a Carolina team.
But I do think Clemson will pull this one out.
Right. Well, Dougie, the big one right here.
And this is going back to my Niners. And I have slipped up on this show a couple times and said UNCC and that kind of UNC Charlotte. I'm going to try to quit doing that. We went through another rebranding with the university last week. And they want to be known as University of North Carolina, Charlotte. There is no "at" anymore. Mm-hmm. They're trying to really stress Charlotte, and that's what all the fans, want. Even me, an old-time alumnus, I do think it's time to focus more on getting away from the UNC because people who don't know, when they hear that, they think Carolina.
Yeah.
And they need their own identity, and that's where they've been going here lately. So we got the what I told these guys before in pre-production. I said this is Duke Hate Week.
Fuck your team.
You got Duke coming into to the campus. They're coming over at UNCC or Charlotte. Here I go, Charlotte, and facing the Niners Friday night. And the thing with that is we talked about Duke Hate Week. For us three guys, and I can speak for me, and my wife could verify this. Every second of my life is Duke Hate Week.
Yeah.
I'm a Tar Heel, as we talked about. I hate Duke, can't stand them. Yeah, Duck Fook, that's one of my things. But you got to give the guys a respect. We're Carolina Sports Radio. We joke, and that's what I want a lot of people out there to know. When we're talking junk like we do, I mean, our fandom will come out.
Oh, it has to.
But we do throw respect out as well. I think we talked about this on one of the podcasts, right? If we hear a Duke fan say, well, I mean, I'll pull for Carolina if Duke's not in it.
They're not a Duke fan.
I don't respect that.
They're not a Duke fan.
You should not pull for Carolina ever.
Hell no.
And if you call Carolina everything in the book, I'm going to say, and you should. Right?
I mean, my favorite college teams is Carolina
and
Tar Heels
and
whoever's playing Duke that night. Those are my two favorite right there.
I agree with you.
So I'm just saying.
I'll pull for NC State before I ever pull for Duke.
Oh hell yeah.
I will, but barely.
Yeah.
And I actually have a graduate program degree from NC State, which I don't admit too much, but I'll leave that alone.
So you're kind of a Wolfpack.
No.
You're a one-man Wolfpack.
I had to go there for my job. I did not. It was not my choice.
We just heard you're a Wolfpack. So.
Yeah.
And I wore Carolina stuff to class every day. And every time I walked in, they were like, "Oh my god!"
Fuck yeah!
So we got Charlotte and Duke this week. I think the line is 6.5. Duke. And that's as of showtime. Not sure what it'll be at kickoff. We mentioned friend of the show, Dan, last week.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him have a friendly bet, whatever the line is at the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
The winner gets to choose a 6-pack of their choosing. That was his, I guess, suggestion to me. So yeah, we'll go with that. But
I like that.
But last year we went to Duke, and no fans, all that stuff in the stands, and it was ugly, guys. I mean, Duke put a hurting on us. But again, one of the first ACC teams we played, bright lights, all that kind of stuff. So this will be the first ACC game or team coming into UNCC or Charlotte Stadium. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal Friday night.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a sellout. I'm hoping that the Charlotte fans will show up. On my personal Twitter account this week, I'm going to be honest, I kind of called out the Charlotte student body.
I did see that.
I did, and I'm going to call them out because when I was at Charlotte, we were UNCC, we begged for football. It was unreal. It was like an unheard of thing. We get a football team, and I've been an FSL season ticket owner since the first season, and I'm telling you guys, every time we look in the student section, it's somewhat filled, but by halftime and after halftime, it's totally empty.
They're too busy partying. They're out tailgating and shit, not watching the game.
It's
like,
pathetic.
Come on.
I mean, it's pathetic. And you got to show up and support. And football is football, man. It's an event.
Yeah.
Right. You guys in high school, everybody went to the football game.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't playing, you went to the football game.
Yeah.
Charlotte student body right now, I got to be honest. You guys need to step it up. As an alumnus, I called you out. I said, prove me wrong. And I hope you do. I hope you show up Friday night. And here's a key: show up and stay, and support your team, support your school. So, I'm looking forward to that Friday night. I'm not sure. I might have a prediction by the end of the podcast.
When the beers start flowing.
Not sure about that one right now, especially after last week. I don't want my heart to control my head.
Right.
But Duke is an ACC school. The ACC conference is better than Conference USA as a whole. We all know that. So we'll see how it goes, but it's going to be a big thing for Charlotte out there Friday night.
Well, Charlotte had, UNCC or UNC Charlotte. They had some more big news this week, didn't they? Or 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Well,
Doug.
no, you go, Doug.
This is your beer.
You're the one that's been super excited about it.
We're talking about what's coming up next segment. I thought we were still on everything.
No.
Oh, okay. We'll go up. I got them, man.
This is your highlight moment.
They
right
killed
here.
me, man. We're going to go into I'm telling you, man, this is one thing that people have been really giving us positive feedback on is the crack zone.
Welcome to the crack zone,
it
boys
is
and girls.
it's crazy, man. We're going to have to make sure we go out and I guess we're going to have to copyright it before somebody steals it, or somebody else might have it and we don't know about it. But
Don't steal it.
We really love this, man, and it's really been catching on. So about 3 years ago at a homecoming tailgate, my wife and I, it was coinciding with Oktoberfest, and there were a lot of brewers out at UNC Charlotte, and we were basically asking them, hey man, why are you guys not come up with a 49er beer? And Cabarrus Brewing had been given, there was a lot of their beers out at the tailgate. So we talked to them, and the guy actually told me, he said, we're actually looking to make one. And this was about 3 years ago.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so again, last week, of course, there was announced Cabarrus Brewing said that they've been working on it for about 3 years, and we're going to feature that on the Crack Zone this week. So what do we have? We have Gold Rush Gold Lager, and it is, like we said, Cabarrus Brewing.
Friends of the show.
And this is going to be a shocker. Guys, what's the alcohol content?
4.9.
49ers.
All right,
wow,
guys.
that was hard to figure out.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it, and I've had this for about a week, thanks to Steven.
Yeah.
But we ain't tried it.
3,
so here we go.
2, 1. Crack zone. There goes the
try it. So let's
there
try
goes
it.
the bass.
Go Niners.
That's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
I like
Pretty
it.
solid.
That's good.
I'm liking that. That's a pretty easy. I can see drinking that on a hot day.
Yeah.
So, hey, Cabarrus, thank you for finally putting this out. Niner fans were giving it a good reception on Twitter the other day. I know that, and
Still taste testing.
we're really excited about this beer, man. I mean, and I love the label. It looks good. I'll add that one to my garage, collage that I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate it, guys. We love this one, and it's been a long time coming. So great.
Yeah.
I like the little man on the side.
Yeah.
That would be the 49er Norm.
Norm.
Is that his name, Norm?
Norm.
Norm the Niner.
We're doing
Norm
like
the Niner.
when you're doing the cheers thing.
You know
Norm.
I want to say Norm like Nom.
Norm the
Nom.
Niner.
I actually like your guys' logo, the C with the pickaxe in the middle. That's really cool.
And that was rebranding done a couple of years ago, and it was kind of had mixed reviews when it first came out.
I like it.
And I got to be honest, I was one of them. But it's really grown on me, and I like it.
Yeah.
And it looks good too. It looks good on the new unis. And by the way, I really like our unis too.
Yeah.
So hey, speaking of Norm, real quick, and Stephen, I know you're on recently Twitter.
Yeah.
There is I guess a parody Twitter account called Drunk Norm.
Oh, is it?
So follow that guy.
I got you.
I'm pretty sure he's a student out there. But yeah,
If he's not, he better be.
It's a pretty good. So we'll and he's already gotten his beer. So Drunk Norm, you just got a plug on the show, big guy.
Nom.
Well, all three were recently in Charlotte to see a game, were we not, guys?
Mhm.
And we all got to see the Panthers beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Whoop up on the asses.
It's preseason, I know. I'm sorry, but we actually looked good in the preseason game, so I was
I'm not
excited about it. Sorry, Mark and tech guy, but I was super excited about it. Doug, I want to shout you out.
Okay.
I want to thank me and Justin both want to thank you for letting us sit in this, being blessed with your view of your seats. We're sitting right there in the corner of the end zone. It was awesome seats, man.
It was amazing.
But
two rows up.
yeah, I mean, we could feel the sweat when they ran by.
Yeah.
What I
So it
thought
was awesome.
what I loved about it was and unfortunately my brother couldn't make it to the game, so we gave these guys an upgrade. It was funny, they upgraded from 5 to the 200s to the 100s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start hanging out with these guys. But they came down and I thought it was really cool because we were joking. We were saying, "Hey man, CSR, in the house," and we were all sitting together right there, with all the team, and it was really cool to have everybody down there. And I see that view every game, and you guys get to come down there and see where we're at. And it was really cool to have you guys come down there. So me and Teresa were pretty excited to have y'all down there.
We appreciate it, and I think I shit a brick when I sat down, so I had to go get changed and come
Is
back.
that what
but
I
that's fine.
smelled?
Yeah, I went and changed and came back. That's why I was gone for so long. But yeah, thank you, Doug. We appreciate it. But
Hey man, got to take care of my peeps.
yeah, but we did look good out there, guys. The defense looks outstanding.
Yeah, it really does.
And I mean, granted, take that with a grain of salt, but because we weren't playing against the Pittsburgh starters, some of the starters were out there.
Yeah.
But Brian Burns with that pick, he looks super athletic. I mean, the pass trucks looked out there. The J.C. Horn locked it up a couple times. I mean, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Justin.
I really liked what I saw. Like you said, Steven, from the first team, Brian Burns flying all over the place. Tip pass from one of the Watt brothers too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, JC had a pass deflection. Burns had the pick. Later on, Gross Matos got a sack. He's really showing up, and he was with the third teamers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand that one, but he looked good. Luvu looked good again.
He's really been showing out.
Oos.
And I think he's become a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And
Oos.
Oos.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're calling him.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
And he is actually our highest graded, player on defense this past preseason.
Thank you, Jets.
Yeah, so I mean, he had the second most total pressures and stops, and just on 47 snaps. I mean, he had 4 pressures and 3 stops. He had a sack, I think, earlier in the preseason.
The second game.
Yeah, earlier in the preseason. So I mean, shout out to Luvu, making the team too. I'm super ecstatic for him.
Yeah.
He's got that Samoan blood in him.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Well, going back to the, recapping this Steelers victory that we all enjoyed.
Steelers victory?
I mean, beating the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mark. And we made a pact tonight that after tonight, we're not talking about the Steelers anymore.
No.
Yeah, no more.
Except when they lose. Is that good, guys?
Not even when they lose.
No.
Unless they have some breaking news, that's when we'll bring it up. So we give Mark a break a little bit.
But, yeah, I mean, I thought we looked well. And I know the Steelers didn't play a lot of starters. But you know what? We didn't either. We had some starters on the bench. So, but I think overall, we looked good. We got a new kicker.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Oh, vote for
That's your boy.
Santoso. This guy's a freaking unit, too. 6'5",
That
260.
joker's huge, man.
I mean, like, if we're hurting a linebacker, We can throw him out there for a couple plays if we need to.
And wasn't it fitting that the first field goal he hit bounced off the uprights?
Right ahead of us.
Mr.
I mean, yeah,
Right
wasn't
beside us.
that fitting?
Mr.
Yeah.
Doink.
And did y'all hear the goal post? Did you hear it? It screamed.
Yeah.
It was like,
But, I mean, when's the last time you heard this from a kicker? 2 for 2 for field goal, 3 for 3 for extra point.
oh God.
I think since John Casey.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And unfortunately, that meant
Joey Slade.
our friend of the show, who we've supported. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing about us three, and the Lake Norman Right.
Oh yeah.
We've been there for you, Joey.
Yeah, we really have.
But
We tried.
He's just lost it. I mean, it's mental. I think
It is.
I'm pulling for the guy. I hope he finds another job somewhere. I do. It's nothing personal, but yeah, we had to get rid of him.
So my question is, we had the slide Neil, right? So now do we grow amazing mustaches?
If I could grow a stash, I fucking would do it in a heartbeat.
I could grow one, but it wouldn't be dark. So,
So
Mine
my
would
biggest
be gray.
my biggest thing is I can't grow in the middle of my lip, so I'm gonna have to put some Rogaine right there because on the sides it's beautiful, but in the middle of my fucking lip it won't grow. So I guess I need to throw some Rogaine or some fertilizer on that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, probably some fertilizer.
I don't know, dude, but I can't. It's like I don't want to say that. Never mind.
we'll just get you Halloween.
Yeah, don't say that.
Halloween's coming up, man. We'll just go buy you.
Yeah, we'll buy some fake ones. It's fine.
Dude. Yeah, I'll definitely wear that to the stadium or the games. I don't give a shit. I can't grow one. That's not happening.
We'll have to find something, to support him when he's kicking, kind of like our slide Neil.
We gave up a 7th rounder for him, so we hope he works out.
And
so.
if you guys just want to do this little Googling thing at all, look up Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite and look
Okay.
up Ryan Santoso. They look like they could be brothers.
Oh yeah.
Are you-
Maybe cousins.
are you
Maybe
seeing
his
double?
maybe
Seeing
his
double.
maybe his Uncle Rico. I don't know. But yeah, vote for Santoso because
Well-
that guy is awesome.
We locked up hopefully we locked him up as our kicker. So, but there's a few other things in the Steelers game. Unfortunately, I thought Will Greer looked pretty good, but we found out today he didn't make the cut. Which wasn't surprising to me, but it was a little bit. I personally felt like he outplayed PJ. But
I agree.
my opinion, and this is completely my opinion. This is not CSR opinion. This is mine. I personally don't think PJ's the answer either.
No.
I think we need to be looking at the waiver wire and have a veteran backup.
Yeah, I would like to get a veteran. I've got to say, earlier in the show, I think last time or maybe the show before that one, we were talking about this, how many quarterbacks we were going to keep, and I was sold on us keeping 3.
And you kind of convinced me of that.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
thought so too.
I mean, it just made sense to me. Like, if not 3, then Will was the answer because he's so.
Similar to Sam
Similar.
Darnold. Yeah.
Plus, he was a 3rd round pick.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, you just wasted a 3rd round pick there. But,
Thanks, Marty.
but yeah. I mean,
But unfortunately, he didn't work out. Again, local kid,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we like to support. But good luck to Will. Hope he lands somewhere.
yeah.
And
I heard
he'll
there was-
probably land somewhere and tear it the fuck up.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's how it
heard,
goes.
unfortunately, I heard there was some interest from the Cowboys already.
Yeah.
So we'll see what goes there.
Well, there's some more interest from the Cowboys from somebody else that we used to
Well,
have.
We got a huge cut. Do we want to?
But we're not going to talk about Cuz right now.
Okay.
We won't talk about other team cuts.
Yeah, we don't-
Well, that's what I say. Let's stay with the Panthers, and then we'll talk about the other one.
Yeah.
That fair?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Justin.
What'd y'all see out of our quarterback?
Sam Darnold?
Oh, Sammy.
I thought
Oh.
he looked very good.
So this might be a little vulgar, and kids.
No, I mean, I thought
and,
he looked
and,
solid.
and kids turn this shit down.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was pitching a tent when he was throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys don't know what that means, Urban Dictionary.
He
That
was
shit.
pitching a tent in the second row.
It's fine. Dougie, you were in the. You're right in front of me. Sorry,
I was
bud.
in the front row. It kept hitting me in the head.
But when he was throwing the ball, man, he looked good. He looked comfortable in the pocket.
Well, you just nailed it. He looked comfortable.
He did.
And which is, I know he was moving around a little bit back there,
Well, I was going to say, even
Yeah.
outside the pocket,
Yeah.
he was looking good.
Yeah.
but he looked comfortable,
Yeah.
which was impressive to me.
Yeah.
I mean, 19 of 25, 162 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll take that every game.
And Terrace Marshall got his first one too. Terrace.
Oh my God,
Not
man.
Terrence.
I love that dude, man.
Terrace.
Dude, he's gonna be tearing it
I'm
up.
telling you right now, man. I tried to get him in my fantasy draft that I had been with 15.
I got
Like
him.
I've
Did
been
you
in
get him?
15 years, and I waited till like the 14th round, and a
Yeah.
guy took him two picks before me.
Yeah.
And I'm still cussing you sitting there, man.
You son of a bitch.
Well, Terrace Marshall was I believe the leading receiver in preseason.
Good
too.
call on that, dude.
He was.
Yeah. But also Spencer Brown got. We'll go into cuts a little later, but he got cut from the team. But I thought he played really well.
He had a good game.
We all three were surprised on that one. It had a nice run.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was a little surprised by that. The running back situation with us right now, depth wise, is a little.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's honestly scary.
Well, and we talked about we have 5 tight ends on the final 53 right now, but we all agree we think that's going to change.
Yeah.
It has to, honestly. Where are you going to play 5 tight ends?
Yeah.
Like,
Put one at left tackle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because going back to Darnold, his second touchdown, we kind of saw that Robbie Darnold connection.
That was pretty, man. It was a pretty throw.
I think that's gonna be a dangerous connection.
The thing about that throw that I thought was really cool, and I saw, I think it was Baldinger, he talked about it on Twitter, was he threw it, the way he threw it, he definitely threw it away from the defender. Like Robbie almost had to turn the other way.
Yeah, back shoulder.
It was a nice placement.
Yeah.
So.
Is that for the Steelers game?
Yeah, I would like to just kind of, just say.
Oh, by the way, I heard that our new kicker's one of those tight ends we're keeping.
He's about the size of him. Just total yards wise, Carolina, we had 404. Steelers had 221. So that kind of shows our defense and what we're doing out there.
Yeah.
Again, grain of salt, preseason.
Right.
All the starters weren't in, but it's just exciting to see what kind of defense we're kind of running.
You like to see him gel a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, Shi Smith did get hurt in that game.
Yeah, but I think he should be back.
Yeah. They said it wasn't going to be too long, but
I think Rule said today maybe 1 to 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks.
I think it was a shoulder, but it wasn't as bad as they thought.
Well, he made the team, so
Right.
he, if we go in the first game with what 5 receivers, did we take 6?
I think we did. Let me pull it up real quick. Go ahead.
It would be DJ, Robbie, Terrace,
Shy.
David Moore,
And
Zylstra.
Zylstra, whatever,
Zylstra,
however you say his name. Yeah, so
yeah.
You can't not have Shi Smith make the team.
Yeah,
I think he showed his worth. I think he showed what he could do. I like to see him because I don't think he returned many punts or any kickoffs. So I like to see how he does with that. David Moore I thought did pretty well doing that. And I think he might actually be a sleeper too, David Moore. So
I like that signing. I liked it from the get-go.
Yeah.
I guess technically we have 7 because of Trenton Cannon.
Yeah, but he's probably definitely, if we don't get another running back, he's going to have to play a little bit of running back there. Just throwing out there, highest receiving grade by rookie receivers. 1's Terrace Marshall, 2 Shi Smith.
Wow.
Yep.
So,
and I think we got to hold on to Shi Smith. Which brings us to an interesting point about the cuts we were talking about, guys. How about that move today by Fitty of putting Fletcher on the IR at the last minute and keeping Jansen. And they said he came out at practice today and he was limping.
Yeah.
And everybody on Twitter was like, where'd that come from? I think they said it was a hip injury.
Yeah.
Don't want nobody taking our long snapper.
Y'all notice I was winking when I said that? So
I didn't know. I didn't know.
See that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was going on over
so,
there.
hey, Fitty, nice move, dude. But I'm sure there was, there might be some, interesting roster move there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about Fletcher. We talked about Will. We're all kind of a little shook up about that one.
Right.
We had some more. Christian Miller got cut.
Yeah, I hate that too, man.
That one really didn't surprise me, and I had mentioned that before. With him opting out last year, I think a lot of Panther fans forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he played well. I don't think he played bad. No. I think he just might have been an odd man out.
I feel like he was kind of like the Omar Bayless situation. Like
we didn't have enough room.
Omar was gone last year, so was Christian, and people kind of forgot about him.
Yeah.
And then you start talking about football again. It's like, wait, we still got Omar.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah. And I guess he didn't put up enough flashy plays too.
Right.
I don't think he played bad, like Doug was saying, and like you were saying, Justin. I don't think they played bad. It's just they didn't put up flashy.
It's an odd man out.
They didn't play flash enough plays. Like Luvu showed out. So I think it was between Luvu and Miller, and Luvu showed out.
Well, at the time of the show, we haven't seen any kind of practice squad announcements.
No, I don't.
So we really don't know any of that right now.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if Miller's eligible because you have to be eligible for a practice squad.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes as well. But I was surprised about that one, but not too surprised.
I do believe he is still eligible for it. A lot of these guys we're talking about are eligible. but we cut Stevens' boy Kenny Robinson.
No,
Yeah, I was surprised about that
no,
one.
not Kenny Harrison.
No,
That's
not Kenny Harrison.
Like I used to call him last year. I swear to God, I
Yeah.
called him Kenny Harrison for the whole season. But yeah, Kenny Robinson was very surprising because he played really good in the preseason. I think you were high on Doug.
And like I said, he was the highest graded in one of the games.
I think it's the Colts game.
So a little surprising there because our secondary right now is very young.
Yeah.
And Bouye coming back in 2 weeks. And we could make some more moves. There could be some other surprising moves, but that part, I was a little surprised by that cut.
Yeah. And I was just kind of looking at the depth chart and stuff like that. They're actually putting Cannon at running back right now.
Yeah.
So they did
Right.
slide him over. But just the lack of depth at running back just kind of scares me. Because I know Cannon, he's going to be a special teams guy. I like maybe look for Spencer Brown back. Maybe I think we're really going to look at the waiver wire and look at who gets cut. To see maybe we can snag somebody because like we've already said, 5 tight ends. We're not keeping 5 tight ends.
Yeah.
We have 5 safeties right now. I don't think we're keeping 5 safeties with only 4 corners too. I don't like that. I feel like we should be 5-6 range for corners. But I know some of those safeties can move down, like you were talking about. Hartfield.
Yeah, Miles Hartfield.
Yeah, Hartfield. He can maybe play some corner.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of see what kind of defense we do and what personnel packages we're going to do because Jeremy Chen's gonna move everywhere.
Right.
He's not going to be a free safety. He's gonna move all around.
He's hybrid.
Yeah. So
We also kept 5 defensive tackles.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And that's a loaded position.
I mean, it's kind of like the tight end situation. I don't think we keep 5. I think that we're kind of holding those guys until we find that person and then move them to the practice squad. Because Phil Hoskins is a guy I think they like, and they don't want to lose him. So,
Yeah.
you cut somewhere else and you keep him and then move him.
The only thing I hate about the practice squad is like people can just teams can't pick them off if they want to.
You mean like a kicker we had a while back?
Yeah, Butker or some shit like that.
Who's probably one of the best in the league now. Thanks,
Marty.
Marty.
I think he's the best.
Probably.
Freaking Marty.
Yeah. Fuck you, Marty.
FYT.
Fuck your team.
The football team.
FYM. Fuck you, Marty.
Yeah. And one of my biggest concerns, all Panther fans have to have this concern, and I was just looking at the depth chart, and I pulled up left tackle, and left tackle, we have not had a solid left tackle since Gross.
Oh, God.
I mean, we haven't. And I don't know why we continually, every year, overlook this position. I just don't get it. So right now we're showing Cameron Irvin and we're showing Trent Scott, which Justin you alluded to earlier in one of our episodes. You thought he played well there last year.
I think Trent Scott needs to start over Irvin
I agree with you
right now. Like if you're not going to do that, I mean, I get giving Irvin a chance. I don't know. I really didn't see much bad out of him in the preseason.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to play Trent Scott, which played good last year, move Moten over and just play Moten there and play Brady Christensen over at right tackle.
Look at that
Because
stash.
that just makes sense. So, oh my gosh, look at that stash.
Well, sorry, we're all looking. We're looking at the mug shot.
Well, I went to go sneeze, and you hit me with the stash, and then it
Just
went
went
away.
away.
If it went away,
Hey, Steven just sneezed and his stash went off.
Yeah,
But
that would be my stash.
we're just looking at some of these mug shots, and I call them mug shots, headshots, I guess is what we should call them.
Hey, some of them do look like mug shots.
Some of them are just classic. You think he's happy to make the roster?
He's super happy.
Oh yeah.
He's happy.
He said, "Thank God I'm not with the Giants anymore."
So, but yeah, I mean, it's just the depth chart right now, man. There's going to be some more moves. We know that.
I mean, who's our GM?
Yeah, Fitty ain't done.
He-
We're in on all deals.
He's
That's what he said.
in all
We're in on
deals.
all deals.
Yeah. This dude's been trading like crazy. I think I saw something that was like he traded 11 times.
Right, yeah.
And we haven't even done that in 3
Yeah.
years or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah,
that's
so-
insane.
And I'm going to talk a little shit about one
Go ahead.
player. One player that we offered a deal to.
Mhm.
And I forgot about it until I looked at my notes.
I'm glad you brought that up because
It's-
we said we were going
yeah.
to talk about that. And before you mention the name, I actually like him.
I do.
I like the guy.
I actually have him
And
on my
actually,
he's on my fantasy team.
I've had him on several fantasy teams. And actually, I would have been happy with him.
I would have been ecstatic for him.
But then it came out this week. Take it away, Steve.
So we offered Matthew Stafford, fuck your team, Rams.
Fuck him.
a bigger contract, the biggest contract out there we could
It was
give
the
him.
best offer.
It
is
was the
what they had
best
said.
offer. And he said he didn't want to come to us. We were a rebuilding team. Blah, 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 blah. You can suck
Don't use that catchphrase.
penis. So, yeah, Matt Stafford, you can suck a penis. Please do well in fantasy because I actually ended up drafting you, so I can't hate you that much.
He's talking junk about the guy, and
But-
then he drafts him.
But fuck him. He was the best quarterback available. I had to get the quarterback, and he was there. So, but fuck you, man. If you do suck, I think I have Sam Darnold as my backup quarterback. So go ahead and suck ass, and I'll play Darnold. It's fine.
Go ahead, Joe. I'll let you go next. Justin.
All right. So I don't understand what's wrong with Stafford there. You look at our offense. You got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. We just picked up Dan Arnold.
And you got McCaffrey.
We got Christian McCaffrey. I mean, our O-line is kind of like up in the air a little bit. But
He's not a mobile guy. I think that's what gets him. He's not mobile anymore.
yeah, but I mean, all right. So their left tackle is pretty good, Andrew Whitworth.
Yeah, but
Yep.
he's like
Yeah,
700.
good.
He's like
I mean,
70
he-
years old.
He's
though.
one of the best.
He's good, but who else is on that O-line? Nobody.
But year in and year out, the Rams, or whatever the Rams are, but they seem overrated to me.
They are. I
Yeah.
mean, they got a really good. They got a defense.
Yeah.
But they got Cooper Kupp and
Robert Woods. And Higbee.
no running backs.
Yeah.
Like barely a tight end.
Well, hopefully Marshall Henderson does something because he's my fantasy too.
Well, I got
So
Sonny Michelle too.
Okay,
so
hold on. So Steven drafted all Rams.
Pretty much.
So, but maybe that's what the Rams think they needed with Stafford. Maybe he thinks that's what he needed to do.
I mean, I think it's a good fit,
I-
but to come out and say some bullshit like
Yeah,
that, just,
that's
just
just
leave us
one.
alone,
Well,
man.
that's one of those stories that I think. Why you put that out there?
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
and to his credit, he didn't put it out.
yeah.
But it does suck to know that we gave out the best offer, and then he basically thumbed his nose at us. So, yeah.
But I think we end up having a quarterback that's 10 years younger, more mobile, has
I'm
just
happy.
as
I'm happy.
just as good as arm as Matthew Stafford.
I'm good with Darnold.
Yeah.
So
So
that's cool.
We good with the depth chart.
Well, we had some trades that we know.
Yeah,
let's
we got a
talk
couple.
about trades, and then we'll go to some other cuts today. How about that?
That's fine.
That good?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I want to mention the trade with the Buffalo Bills. We traded a 6th round pick for Daryl Johnson.
North Carolina A&T product.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my cousin.
And it's,
Oh,
Steven's
absolutely.
cousin.
Friend of the show.
Friend of
Yeah,
the
friend of the
show.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. This dude, he's a special teams guy.
Not really my cousin, guys. I'm sorry. Just disclaimer.
We got a special teams guy
All
here.
the Smiths are related.
I'm pretty sure he had the second most special teams tackles on the Buffalo Bills last year,
Mhm.
which is pretty nice. I saw an article that said he's just getting better and better at pass rushing each
Mhm.
year. So I'm excited to see this guy. Honestly,
Yeah, when the trade came out, I saw another defensive end. I'm like, Jesus, can we trade for like an offensive lineman? Like,
Well, that was the first thing I said
Yeah,
to these
that
guys
was-
I said, can he play left tackle?
right, exactly. More I read into it, and the more I saw the Bills fans come out and say about him, he seems like a really good up and coming player. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with a special teams ace. You always need a special teams guy.
right?
So
Well, wasn't it nice to see the pipeline come from Buffalo to Carolina?
I thought that was a one way train.
Apparently, they reversed the flow.
I thought they had just one way flight, Carolina Buffalo. I didn't know it came back.
So I guess they have like a special phone that's separate from the rest of the phones.
Oh yeah, you got a Buffalo Bills phone here and
yeah.
a New York Giants phone here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's all we trade.
And
with.
now we got
and the team, the football team.
Yeah, I was about to say, now you have a
Sorry,
third one.
Don't say
Oh, yeah.
don't say the bad word.
but we did have another trade, and this
Yeah,
was a little
and-
earlier.
And this was one I called out in training camp that I was really looking forward. I really was excited about having this guy, but sometimes things just don't work out.
Yep.
So go ahead, Steve.
Denzel Perryman and a 7th round pick to the Raiders for their 6th round pick, which I'm pretty sure we did trade already.
Yeah, probably.
but he was hurt.
He was, and the best ability is availability.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't there, so I guess they figured they had to get something for him.
Yeah, I mean, they were looking at his injury history. He was injured with the Chargers, and then to come into camp and be hurt again. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, we got a pick and we used the pick to get something else. So, I'm
Well, that's
kinda
one
happy
thing about Fitty. I mean, I give him. He's playing chess, man. He's not playing checkers. That guy's playing chess.
So I'm interested to see what he does in the next year's draft because we don't have that many picks. We got a 1st round, a 3rd round, I think a 4th round, a fifth and a sixth.
Yeah, but he'll find something. He'll turn them into.
He's gonna trade back. He'll
Yeah.
trade back somewhere, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
hopefully we're the last team in the draft.
And then we won't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
And I think Steven, because I can see Steven doing this because he pitched tense. But if we win the Super Bowl, let's just say this. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. If we win the Super Bowl this year,
Yeah.
okay, Steven is going to streak butt naked,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
around my house right before our taping.
That's fine. I'll do that tonight. I don't give a shit.
Justin said he would do it downtown Charlotte.
I'll do it in front of the stadium.
Yeah. I'll do it on the field.
Yeah.
If we're hoisting a Lombardi trophy, I'm putting my nuts in the trophy.
I will
on the
get-
trophy.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
I will get Sam Darnold's face tattooed on my ass.
Yeah.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Let's please. I want my boys to win the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but maybe these guys will forget what I just said. Let's just forget that.
We will blindfold you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll probably be blindfolded too, so that's gonna be the fun part too.
Hey, that adds to it.
Yeah.
You'll have something on.
Yeah.
So all right. So we're gonna go to cuts.
I mean, I think we kind of touched on cuts.
I
mean,
want to talk about the big cut today.
Who's the big? What's the big cut?
Former Panther.
You want to talk about? You want to talk about that guy?
Let's talk about the big cut, and I have a bit of an editorial, if you guys don't mind.
Hey man, throw it out there.
Well, we found out today, and this one is a surprise. I don't want to sit here and say it's not a surprise, but after it happened, examining why it happened,
Yeah.
it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, or depending on what side of the Cam Stan crowd that you're on, and we all love Cam. Let's go on record.
Oh yeah.
We all love Cam.
He put Charlotte on the map. He put Charlotte on the map.
A little bit surprising today. The Patriots cut Cam today, and Mac Jones wins the spot. And
Yeah.
and personally, I know at one point, and Justin, I know you were involved in this, but I do remember me and Steven were both talking about Mac Jones looked good.
He looked really good.
He did, because remember we talked about the rookie quarterbacks,
Mhm.
and I think he outplayed Cam.
Yeah.
And Cam's got some baggage. We all know. And then today, I don't want to touch on this real quick. I just want to. This is what's been going around Twitter mostly today, was the vaccination thing. It's like people are saying they think Cam didn't get the vaccine. Whatever. That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
But they're thinking that played a part in maybe him getting cut. I don't know that necessarily did. I think they went with the younger guy that they had a lot of confidence in. Look, there's a reason that they drafted him.
Right.
Cam wasn't he wasn't a long-term solution. I think we agree with that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think that it warrants Cam getting cut.
I don't either.
Like I think
agree
that
with you.
Cam should have had a little bit of a shot to see what he had.
And I agree with you.
'Cause he was playing good.
That's what was going on around on Twitter today, which I hate because
Yeah.
people are going to throw their own spin on things.
Right.
But what I saw the Patriots had announced today was they didn't try to trade him, and they said out of respect to him, so he could pick his own team, they just released him.
I mean, I can understand that. I don't know what's going on there. Is the vaccine thing, whatever. I don't think he played bad enough to say, "Hey, Mac Jones, you've won the job
to be cut.
Yeah, you won the
Exactly.
job to be cut. I don't think he played that bad. He didn't play bad at all, in my opinion. I figured they'd keep
I did
Cam
too. I did
until
too.
like week 4, week 5, see how Cam's playing.
Right.
Because the only thing that the best thing for a rookie quarterback is to sit behind a veteran and learn the offense.
Yeah.
And that's
I
what
mean, ask Patrick Mahomes. I
think that's
Right.
what we all expected. Cam would start maybe the first 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
And then evaluate then. But my editorial, and I want to say this out here, and listen, guys, we appreciate any support that we get on this show. So there's going to be disagreements. We disagree all the time, but we can do it civilly.
Yep.
We know how to do that.
Sometimes.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Fuck your team.
Hey, you mother. But what I wanted to throw out here, and this could be controversial to some people, especially Panther fans. Look, I knew the chatter was going to start today. Bring back Cam here in Carolina.
Oh my God! Do
I
not
knew it was
do
as
that
soon as I
shit.
saw it come across my phone. I knew the Cam stands were going to come out in full force. And listen, again, we love Cam.
Mhm.
We want Cam to come back one day when he retires and be a Panther, just like Smitty and everybody else.
Right.
But we do not need Cam back here with this team.
Nope.
Cam is he's a huge personality.
Mm-hmm.
We need Darnold to stay focused where he is. We don't need distractions. And if Cam come back here, now you tell me, guys, If Cam came back to Carolina, you really think Cam's looking to be a backup?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
He's not. And then you have a portion of the fan base who think with their heart versus their heads.
Right.
And they're immediately going to think Cam should be the starter because he's Cam. He's not Cam of 2015 anymore, guys.
Right.
He's not. Darnold's 23, 24 years old. It would just be a distraction, in my opinion. Nothing against Cam, but I don't think the Panthers need to go there. I'm sorry for all y'all that disagree with me. Look, think of football and the team with your head, not your heart.
Yeah.
We'll bring Cam back one day and he'll retire a Panther, but he doesn't need to come back here. That's my opinion. I'm not speaking for these two guys.
I mean, I agree with you, Doug. I think the best thing we can do for Darnold is make him feel as supported as possible. We've got him the weapons. We tried to retool the offensive line. We had the running back. I think that's what we need to do is keep him as feeling supported as possible. If we bring Cam back, I mean, he probably's gonna feel like, oh fuck, Cam's back. The fans already love him. Blah blah blah.
We love him.
I mean, that's part of the game. You have to deal with competition, but at the same time, Darnold's had such a rough patch with the Jets. You want to make sure he feels supported. He's the guy, and I feel like that's what we've done so far. Is he's the guy.
I just feel like that ship has sailed.
It's long gone.
Yeah.
He's going to be a Panther always. Good luck to Cam. I hope he does land somewhere, and I'm hearing some chatter, Justin, that he may end up in Dallas.
Yeah, I
I
slipped up
really hope that doesn't happen.
there. I slipped up there a little bit at the beginning of the podcast. But yeah, Dallas is already talking about possibly signing him. They need a backup, and who knows what's going to happen with Dak Prescott.
And we go to Dallas, which I'm supposed to go to that game. So,
Guys, just think about this. Where is he from?
well, and I've already heard that chatter.
Atlanta.
I've heard that chatter, and I've also heard New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know about New Orleans, but I can see him taking less money to go to Atlanta.
I can see that.
And Matt Ryan's he's up there in age. He could get hurt.
And Rosen made the 53 in Atlanta
Yeah.
today.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he finally made a team.
And Rosen,
I feel bad
Rosen
for him,
didn't
man.
look too
Yeah.
bad.
No,
he didn't look too bad.
He threw a dime the other day.
But I did hear, because we talked about Bridgewater and Denver. We talked about that early on in the show.
Yeah.
I'm hearing rumblings about Cam in Denver.
Yeah, I said maybe Indianapolis or the Colts, just because you don't know how Wentz is going to do. I think Ellinger went out with an injury. I think he had to have surgery. So just really have Eason in a banged up Wentz, which he could come back healthy.
Well, and you got to think about the offense too, guys. It's got to be a Cam type offense.
Yeah, and I think they have that. I mean, they have the offensive line to protect anybody. It doesn't matter who
I've
you
heard
are.
the Texans.
They have the running back too. So
I've heard
Yeah.
the Texans mentioned. I've heard the Dolphins mentioned.
Well, the Dolphins are going in for Watson. I think they're going to go
Dude,
in.
their owner is like, that dude wants Watson bad.
I mean, that could be Houston going after Cam, if they get a trade. But me and Steven were talking about this before we came over here. I mentioned the Redskins because of Ron.
And I heard somebody mention that.
Now,
The fuck did you just say?
I mean, Jesus Christ, the fucking football team.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
Oh my God, I'm offended.
How
I'm
dare you?
sorry. All right, but Steven
Cleveland
did.
Indians, Washington Redskins.
But Steven did.
Oh, we're
bring
getting
up
burnt down.
A good point about them having Fitz. They just signed him, so.
I like Fitz, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like
do
Fitz.
too, but I don't know. Ron and Cam again. That'd be kind of cool. He's got Curtis Samuel over there.
I mean, I did hear the Washington maybe picking up Cam thing. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're rolling with two quarterbacks too. Fitz magic. He gets hurt sometimes.
Yep.
If you're not trusting Heineke, why not?
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'd like to see Cam in a Washington uniform.
Well, and I've heard that,
I was gonna say it again.
I know Ron and Cam. There's a good relationship there, and they showed him in the preseason. I think with a big hug before the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I am hearing the rumblings there too that it makes sense, but that Ron doesn't want to go back there,
Right.
so that may not happen.
Yeah.
I think he is going to end up somewhere. And
He
one interesting take I saw today was, maybe Cam will just sit back and wait for an injury
Yeah. That
for a team.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
I'm gonna pull something out that Steven used to talk about before the beginning of the year. Cincinnati
Yeah.
behind Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Burrow.
Oh yeah, but you don't know if that leg's gonna hold up.
Well, I mean, I think he started with the last preseason game.
Yeah.
I think he actually came in, but he wouldn't be a bad insurance policy for them.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we all three agree Cam will end up on a roster somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if it may not be now,
Yeah.
it may be later in the season when an unfortunate injury happens.
Right.
But he'll end up somewhere. He's not. I don't think he's done. He may be done as a starter, maybe.
He's a good backup right now.
He's good to have around.
Yeah.
But I do think the Carolina thing, I think that ship sailed.
Right.
Personally.
No, I agree.
And before you bash us on social media, nobody on this podcast said one bad thing about Cam.
No.
We just stated our opinions, and we don't think he needs to come back here. I think it would just be a distraction to the team, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the one thing I did love about Cam was his damn fantasy numbers. All the numbers he put up with Carolina, but damn, you had him in fantasy. Holy
Well, look what he
shit.
did. But look what he did for the Panthers, man.
Right.
It's like we talked about with Melo. He was a celebrity, man. Good, bad, or indifferent. He got coverage.
Yeah, if you've never been to a fan fest at Bank of America Stadium with Cam, you're missing out. because
That was a party.
It was
that
fun,
dude
man.
puts on a show.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So, hey, Cam, good luck, man. Friend of the show.
Yeah.
He might not agree after this, but Cam, we wish you nothing but the best, big guy. We hated it, the way you left here. We hated that.
Right.
But you know what? It's a business.
Just
and
like
that,
the past 8 guys.
Yeah, and it's a business, and I think that's where sometimes we as fans we forget that, and we tug at the heartstrings. But it is a business, and sometimes veterans get cut from the original team, and it happens. So, hey, good luck, Cam. We're pulling for you, big guy.
Right. I agree with that. I mean, I think the best record we ever had as a franchise was Cam at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Was 15-1.
2015.
Yeah, so what do you guys think, or what's your prediction for the record this year before we hit the regular season with the roster we have now?
So we're just going to pull this out right now, right?
We gonna write this down?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all
we
right.
got to write it down.
So we got to write it down and keep it somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
Got it, Steven?
Yeah.
And we're not going to go game by game. We're just going to come out with a final record.
Yeah.
And we've already said in I think earlier episodes that we think this team will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
As a wild card.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so we all know we've just said that they're going to make the playoffs. Okay? All right, so go ahead.
Get it, Dougie.
Doug, you first, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you'd put me on the spot.
You want me to go first?
No, I'm good.
Because I already got mine locked in. Ooh.
I think
You confident?
what I think
Don't forget about the 17th game.
with the extra game, and remember the AFC has the advantage in that this year.
Yeah.
They have the more games, so I've got the Panthers going 10-7. That's where I've got them.
That's solid.
Could be a game above or below that with some breaks, but 10-7 is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, it'll be a little better. I think our schedule works out real well in the beginning.
Oh,
We got to win those early games. Our schedule is a gauntlet at the end.
Yeah. If we're not hitting our stride at the end of the year, we're fucked.
We've got to get off to a fast start, which will build confidence. And so 10-7 is about where I have us.
All right. No, Justin, you go, man.
Oh God, on the spot. Okay. I'm gonna go a little lower than that, Dougie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 9-8
Okay.
Which I like.
with the wild card. Hopefully we can get in the wild card spot with that. But I can see us going a little better, like a 10-7.
Right.
But I'm gonna take a step back and go 9-8 because new quarterback. Don't really know if that's gonna work out,
Right.
but I'm hoping it is.
Right.
Defense is still trying to gel.
Yep.
So hopefully it works out better than what I'm projecting.
Right.
Go ahead,
All right.
Steve.
17-0.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just kidding.
We knew he was going to do that crap.
17-0, baby.
Did we tell you he pitched a tent?
I'm still pitching one. No, I'm a little more optimistic than Dougie and Justin. I think I'm actually gonna go 11-6.
Okay.
I like it.
I think. I think we go 0-2 against Tampa. I think we split with New Orleans and Atlanta, just because we play so. When we're away and when they're home, they play well against us. When we're home, we play well against them. So I think 11-6 is a pretty solid one. I think we get on a roll at the beginning of the year. We do hit a bump or two in the middle, and I think end of the year we have to play well we're not doing it.
Right.
End of the year could be potentially, it could be disastrous.
Just
actually,
make or break.
That is
honestly.
definitely make or break.
if we can't win early with our schedule, the end. Good gosh, it's going to be hard. But so we're all about a game apart, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll take either one, any of those. So, but yeah, I mean, either of those should be close to a wild card game, if not a playoff spot. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think we'll definitely hit the wild card. I think it's gonna be hard to beat Tampa Bay to get to the division. I think New Orleans might be a sleeper for us. I mean, honestly, in the division, I think
Right.
Jameis might pull something out of his butt.
Yeah.
I just hope he throws a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
To
No crab legs.
particularly to our guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a late arrival to the show. We have a silent manager that we don't like to talk about, just for obvious reasons. With Tech Guy, they're mysterious. So during the crack zone, since we did a Niner beer, which we are excited about, our mysterious manager is also a Niner graduate, and so here comes a late crack to the crack zone.
Ooh.
That was probably better than ours.
Hey, Drunk Norm, how'd you like that?
Nah.
He's cracking another one with her.
So just so we know, silent manager, we didn't make a prediction on the Duke Charlotte game. It is a 6.5 point spread right now. We didn't make any kind of predictions, but based off of last year's game, we just want to do better than last year. So hey, there we go. We got a late addition to the crack zone.
Yep. And it was a nice addition. Nice crack, silent manager. We appreciate that. That sounded weird. But, yeah. So I think fantasy football coming up, guys.
Yeah.
We were part of a draft.
We were.
We were part of our friend Mark's draft. He put on a hell of a draft.
He did.
That draft, draft order idea he had was on point. I mean, he actually outdone himself. I'm not going to reveal his secrets because that's his secrets. We don't reveal that.
Which we talked about, and we've done that. Fantasies I've done at fantasy drafts, which I like that.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like a GM.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, it's really cool.
But yeah, he really outdid himself with that draft party.
Yeah, you really did.
With the draft order. Mark, you put on a hell of a party. We appreciate you. I did get number 1 overall pick. Who do you guys think I took?
Oh,
Well, I know you know.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let Dougie think.
Let me guess. Hold on. Let me guess. Brad Hoover.
You're close.
Very close.
It was Dwayne Jarrett. But
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
he was still available. Would you imagine that?
I'm
No.
sure it was our man crush,
Yep. CMC baby.
Christian.
C mac and cheese.
By the way, we were talking about pitching a tent at the game. That was Steven. I think Steven was pitching a tent because of CMC.
I mean, who wasn't? I mean, there was a campsite out there.
I think Doug just wants to see your tent.
No.
Oh my god.
Good luck. But Justin, you had number 2. Who'd
There
you
you go.
take?
Yeah, I got the number 2 pick. Who do you think I took, Doug? He took CMC, so who do you think I took?
Henry?
Yep, good pick. Yep.
Yeah, Henry. I would bet, or some people would say Kamara, but Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he couldn't because we
it
played
keeper?
keeper. Yeah,
we keeper league too.
Zach did that.
I was gonna take Dalvin Cook, but I was like,
No, I think Henry did.
I had him last year, and he actually did well for me.
Who was that, Cook or Henry?
Cook.
Yeah,
Cook's a beast.
yeah.
So we got to quit bringing up Mark too. Mark, we love you, man, but
Yeah.
God, you and your Steelers.
We're done with this.
By the way, did we mention that we beat the Steelers? did we mention that?
Well, he did a little bit.
Oh, okay, I thought I'd throw that out there. I didn't see many terrible towels, waving around in my face the other night. But anyway, and going back to fantasy, anything else on that fantasy draft?
I mean, not on that draft, but
We're going to talk about our fantasy draft.
Yeah.
We're actually the Lake Norman Riot, who we're affiliated with. We're going to have a 10-team league, which we're going to do our draft here coming up. But we're not going to be able to probably do a draft like that.
no,
We will. I think we should in the future,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
and
yeah.
we'll look into that. But this is the first time we're going to have a 10-team Lake Norman chapter fantasy team and league, and we're going to go ahead and knock that out. So we'll keep up with the standings, and we'll bring that up on the podcast. We're getting that into work, so we're going to do that sometime this week or possibly next week.
I do have a question about
Sure,
that.
sure.
What's your team name?
I don't know that yet. I'm still debating. It may be FYT.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might be
That's not bad.
because that's how I feel about
You have a team name for Dougie's? I've got one. I've had 2 lined up. So.
Oh, okay. What's yours?
Pitch a tent.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Doug.
Damn it.
He's not pitching right now.
Not pitching anything. Campsite is closed. No, it's Hey Darnold, like Hey Arnold.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey Darnold.
Yep. There. Okay.
And
All right.
my name in Mark's league is O'Darnold Rules.
Okay.
And
So
Justin
he's
had,
got the Darnold theme going.
yeah, but Justin really, O'Doyle Rules. That's what it's from.
Yeah, I got you.
So Justin actually is like, dude, change rules to like Matt Rule. I'm like, dude, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about that shit.
Nice combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All Panthers.
So you don't have one yet, Justin?
No, I got to think about that.
Okay.
Maybe it's something with Fitty.
In one of my leagues, the one I've been in,
50 Cent.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
50
good.
Cent. That's a good one.
I've been in, I think, 15 years now. And it's a keeper league. It's deep. The same guys have stayed in the league the whole year. So it's
Yeah,
weird.
it's
I mean, it's
cool.
hard. It's a
Yeah.
hard league, which I won 3 times, by the way.
Hell yeah.
I won it my rookie year, which pissed all of them off. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Fuck your team.
But that is my new name over there is FYT. Hashtag FYT with fuck your team.
Can we just say whatever our team names are? Can we like put in parentheses CSR?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Like
can
all
do
of
that.
us?
Yeah, I did that with Mark's league. My abbreviation is CSR.
Oh, yeah,
so-
we'll do that. No doubt. But Lake Norman, we're going to start that up. And again, guys, Lake Norman, right, we have to keep pushing that because at the away games this year, we will be having watch parties, and we want people to come out. The only watch party that I think I will not be at will be the Dallas game, but I should be at all the rest of them.
Yeah, we're gonna
unless we go to Atlanta, which I maybe not be in Atlanta either.
right. We're gonna do some home games too. We're still trying to figure that one out too.
And you guys are going to be looking into some locations, so we'll be doing that as well. But I wanted to say to you guys, thank y'all for the shout out on sitting down there with us. That was really cool with all us being down
dude,
there.
Thank y'all.
thank you, man. Thank you, Teresa.
I wish we could've-
Salamander.
I wish we could have laid out. The CSR flag for that section. We could have had it, jump up here in the crack zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good time and we won the game. Sorry, Tech Guy.
Yeah.
Listen, Tech Guy. Here's what Tech Guy had to say about the game.
There he was.
So there we
fucking
go.
preseason.
There we go.
He's like fucking Frankenstein or something.
All right, so guys, we're going to go to shout-outs.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
I think that's what we got.
You guys take it away.
Well, Justin, you go ahead.
Well, okay. I'll go ahead. I'm just gonna shout out the people behind us real quick,
Yeah.
Which you always do.
which we do a lot because we love these people.
We couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, but mysterious tech guy over here, I'm gonna slap his leg. Oh, did you hear that? Yeah.
Oh God.
Silent manager, back here. She just got back here.
She's still in the crack zone.
Yeah, she's liking it. Is the beer good? Good. All right. And my mom got on my ass a little bit. She was like, "Well, you never shout me out. Why don't you shout me out?"
Can I shout your mom out too?
Yeah, you can shout my mom.
I'm shouting out Justin's mom.
Nice.
Justin's
Wait,
mom
Got
has
it going on. Justin's mom got it going on.
Well, go ahead.
There you go, Miss.
Shouting her out, or you already did?
There you go, Miss Grace.
I mean, I will say this because I don't want to think I'm stalking. She followed me the other day, and I tried to follow her back, and it said requested, and then the next thing I see is follow again. Listen, it's not a stalk. You followed me, so I'm following you because you're my guy's mom and a friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, definitely.
Would you agree? She's like one of the friends from the beginning.
Oh yeah, she comments all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, these guys are crazy, and hey, shout out to Justin's mom.
Nice.
She's got it going on. I'm gonna shout out Sarah. She's always my girlfriend. She's always getting us some really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
She's always your girlfriend.
Yeah, sometimes. Depending on what kind of mood I'm in. No, all
She
the
lost
time.
a bet.
Yeah, but she always gets really. She's always supporting us, sharing her stuff, getting stickers, and that's just stuff like that. So, Thank you, Sarah. I love you.
Thank
You know,
you.
keep it up.
Can I say this about Sarah?
Sure.
Since Cam got cut, fuck the Patriots.
That's just fine.
Say it, Justin.
Fuck the Patriots.
That's so great.
I'd say it either way. Fuck the Patriots.
I can't say it because she's not kicking me out of bed. I'll go sleep on the couch. Fuck your team.
He's talking like that guy.
That was Tech Guy, by the way. That wasn't
Yeah.
Steven.
Who else you got?
You go ahead. I'm gonna say
All
mine
right,
for last.
So I've got a shout out this week that this one was kind of surprised. It came at us on via social media. The Queen City riot.
Look at you.
Elliot.
Good job.
he's the ringleader of that bunch, and again, Wright family. He shouted out to us and had some really nice things to say about the show, man. Very supportive. He's asked, even requested, could he come on? And I'm sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's something that we've talked about. We're going to start bringing some guests on pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Elliot, yeah, man, you'll definitely come on, especially being involved in the riot. We'll get you on. And he had a lot of nice things to say about us, guys, and even shouted us out on social media. So, hey, Elliot, appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
And then I had a couple of former, I guess, coworkers from my retired place. I don't like to mention, but I had a guy that I like to call. If you go back to the WWF days, Ron Simmons, Farouk. He reminds us of him, and his name is Sheridan, and we call him Rook. He's in one of my fantasy leagues. He's I talked to him today or a couple of days ago, and we shouted him out and told him to go listen to the show, and he gave us some plugs. So hey, man, we're going to shout you out too, Sheridan. Man, we appreciate you, buddy, and keep supporting us and spreading the word.
Hell yeah. Yep. Is that all for you, Doug? You got one
I think
more?
that's all I got, man. I was trying to think if there was one more.
You got one more?
Oh, well, we can talk about John. We've talked about John before on the show, and him and his wife Sherry down in, where is it, guys?
St. George
Island, Florida.
Yeah.
And we took some pictures before the show, and he sent us some swag.
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the Island Dog, or was it Surf Shop, right?
Yep.
And we are wearing those T-shirts, and we've got some nice huggers they gave us. Got a nice logo, by the way. Does that dog not look drunk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's at the beach.
Yeah.
Well, he serves beer.
Oh, damn. We need to get St. George Island.
So, hey, listen, John, we appreciate you. You sent us some stickers and all that good stuff, man, and we're really, we are appreciative of the support. He actually mentioned that he had a couple of guys that are interested in Carolina sports, and he shouted it, told them, hey, listen to us.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're expanding in the Florida zone.
Let's get it.
Gulf Coast. So, we appreciate you, John. We're going to send you some stuff, too, and the things that we're working on as far as swag for CSR.
Swag. You know what swag
Stuff we all get.
Oh, damn you.
Got you. Damn it.
Hey, I like that.
That stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, kudos to Michael Scott.
Yeah, Michael Scott, that guy.
We're going to throw that out, and we'll get you some stuff, John. But listen, man, we really appreciate it. We toasted before the show maybe an unofficial sponsor, and we kind of appreciated that. So thanks, John, man. Appreciate you. You know, we go way back since junior high school, man. Love you, man.
Yeah, John, thanks, man. I never met you. I've only heard good things from Dougie, from you. The koozies, these are badass, man. The shirts, super comfortable.
Right.
Like Doug said, kind of our first unofficial sponsor.
Yeah,
we
really
actually
cool.
got from free stuff through the podcast and stuff. Hey, we appreciate you. We're always going to shout you out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all really do appreciate that. I've got one last shout out. This is for my old man, my pops, my dad. He's in the hospital battling some issues. So we're all praying for you, Dad. I love you. I know you're gonna fight through this shit, and we're gonna eat some hot wings when you get out and fight for the bathroom, because me and you both shit like Johnsons. So hey, man, love you. Look forward to seeing you too after you get out.
Yeah, man, we're all praying for you, and I just want to say my mom called me last night and was, worried about that. She said she was praying for y'all and everything. So I'm praying for your family, and I love y'all. Y'all are like my second family. So, I love y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, prayers, especially from the Smith side as well. Man, this COVID thing and all that stuff going on, people in the hospitals and stuff, it sucks, man. It really does. And and man, he's gonna pull through.
Yeah,
we're gonna pray hard, and hopefully everything will pull through. So can we also say one more shout out, guys, to the victims of the hurricane?
Yeah.
The hurricane went and it hit basically New Orleans again. And we're praying for all the people down there as well. So hey, man, reach out. I do think that Cheer City and some of the riot chapters are.
I did say definitely Cheer City.
They've set up an account for some relief. So go out on social media and look at that and give anything you can. And those people, they're going through a rough time again.
Right.
16 years later from Katrina. So hey, we joke and smoke about football and things like that, and we have our loyalties, but football's family.
Yeah.
So let's pray for them as too. And again, Stephen, we're praying for your dad, man.
Appreciate
so
it.
we're gonna dedicate. Well, I'm gonna dedicate. I know I am this episode to him.
Yeah, me too.
So hey, man, pull through. Friend of the show, we love you, and hey, Godspeed.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, it's been a good episode. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Keep pounding, baby.